Some moments change everything. In a crowded schoolyard, a group of boys laughed cruelly at a disabled child, pushing him toward the ground. But before he fell, a strong hand caught him, belonging to a man with scars on his arms and pain in his eyes. That man was a single dad, a war veteran, fighting battles inside and out. What he didn't know was that someone powerful was watching, someone who would turn his entire life upside down with one unexpected move. The school playground buzzed with laughter, but not all of it was kind. In one corner, young Ethan, frail, walking slowly with a leg brace, struggled to keep his backpack from being snatched by two bigger boys. They mocked his limp, calling him names, pushing him around while others stood by, too afraid to intervene. Just as Ethan stumbled, a firm voice cut through the chaos. Enough. Every head turned. A tall man in worn jeans and a plain t-shirt stepped forward. His eyes, sharp yet tired, carried the weight of unseen wars. His name was Daniel Carter, a single dad and former military veteran who had seen more pain than most could imagine. Life hadn't been easy since returning home, his wife gone, bills piling up, and his young daughter, Lily, depending on him for everything. But that didn't stop him from acting when he saw injustice. Daniel's presence alone made the bullies freeze, but his voice carried something deeper than anger, it carried authority. He knelt beside Ethan, dusting him off gently. "You're stronger than they'll ever understand," Daniel said softly. Then, standing tall again, he looked at the bullies. "You think strength is in numbers? Try standing alone for what's right." The boys shrank back, ashamed, and quickly disappeared. Ethan's eyes glistened. No one had ever defended him like that. He whispered, "Thank you," before hobbling away, clutching his backpack. What Daniel didn't know was that someone had been watching, someone whose life intersected with this moment in ways neither of them could have imagined. Standing near the school gates, in a sleek black car, was Isabella Morgan, a woman draped in elegance, with eyes filled with silent pain. She wasn't just any parent, she was a billionaire businesswoman, the kind of woman whose every move made headlines. But here, in this moment, she wasn't the billionaire, she was a mother who had just witnessed a stranger step in where the world had failed her disabled son. And in her heart, something stirred. That night, Isabella couldn't sleep. She had built empires, crushed competitors, and worn a mask of steel in boardrooms. But the image of the veteran shielding her son haunted her. Ethan had always been her reason for living, yet despite her wealth, she couldn't protect him from the cruelty of the world. Money built walls, yes, but it couldn't build courage in the hearts of others. She researched Daniel that same night. What she found surprised her: military medals for bravery, honorable service, but now struggling with part-time jobs just to feed his daughter. A man who gave everything for his country, only to be forgotten when he returned home. That contrast struck her harder than any business deal ever could. The next day, Isabella appeared at the school unannounced. Parents whispered, "Why was the billionaire here?" But Isabella ignored them. She went straight to Daniel, who was waiting to pick up Lily. He looked puzzled as she approached, her polished heels clicking against the pavement. "You don't know me," she began, her voice steady but emotional, "but I know what you did for my son. And I need to thank you, not just with words, but with action." Daniel shook his head humbly. "Ma'am, I didn't do it for thanks. I did it because no child deserves that." Isabella smiled faintly. "That's exactly why I want to speak with you. You see, I don't trust many people. But yesterday, I trusted you without even knowing your name. My son needs someone like you in his life. And maybe," she hesitated, then added, "so do I." The words left Daniel stunned. For a man who had lost so much, who had carried loneliness like a shadow, this felt like a door opening to something he hadn't dared hope for. But neither of them knew, this decision would set off a chain of events filled with challenges, healing, and a bond stronger than either wealth or war could ever forge. Backhand index pointing right. The story can then unfold into their struggles, growth, and inspiring journey in the remaining narration, leading to a powerful message: true strength isn't in money or medals, it's in choosing to stand for others, even when no one else will.